So from a technical point of view, we saw a quite uh, red close, but the current bar is again trying to push up. It's in that range. It's still kind of rising wedge, which points to lower uh, like prices. But you can see the volume is there in this range and it's gathering for the price to go up. But if you look at the 4 hour, there needs to be a convincing break above this level. So around 71. 300 I think is the range where the main resistance is, and this range of resistances, as long as it holds, it drives price lower. uh, Obviously we're looking at from an execution point of view, we're looking at smaller time frame because 4 hour might not give us enough time. So 30-minute is something that we're looking at. uh, and when we look at that, we can see the value area high for the month of February is around the same level. So any rejection there, we can try to take a separate sort of a trade and test it out as well. Uh, but as for now, we have not seen a significant rejection that we can back. Obviously, going through the heat map and other factors that are available, we can see that the price took out the 6970K area volume liquidities that were there. Uh, Obviously, if we look at Bitcoin as a whole, we can see there's still quite a lot of resistance around these levels, liquidity wise, uh, from many point of views, and the liquidity from the long side remains around the same 65-66 range. So that's something that somewhat backs our view on the market as well. That potential rejection could be there. Other than that, we are also looking at this coin glass legend thing, which points to a lot of liquidation levels being trapped and lots of liquidity coming into the market as well. Uh, Lots of longs, new longs coming quite high in my opinion. So these ranges could be trapped in the coming maybe rejection, but we'll just have to see. Obviously, from a volume point of view, the majority of the volume came in much lower at 68K earlier in the day. But if we look at a zoomed out view, we can see that the volume is quite well distributed, and we are trading kind of in a resistance areas, as the technicals also suggest. Going through some of the other factors that are available, obviously ETF flows are a big thing, and we can see that the flows have been better in the last 2 days, even with this war and all the scenarios that it brings. Ethereum is not as good, Solana similar, not as good, but the market overall keeps churning out. The max pain for Bitcoin is like for today's expiry is around 67, 68K, 68K actually, and tomorrow is 67K, 69.5K in the weekend. So it's pretty much around the lower levels, and price may try to target those areas again. Obviously, there are other factors. If we look at the long positions, short position distribution, it is very similar. Uh, if we look at from a point of view of wallet analysis as well, the larger wallet are slightly bullish and slightly bearish, so mix of emotions there, I think, from large wallet holders as well. Not clear direction there. Other than that, I think most of the long short ratios and all are equally distributed, quite equally distributed, slightly more on the long side. Uh, and Yeah, that's pretty much about it here. If we look at headlines, there are no particularly like interesting headlines that create any impact on the coins and etc. But here, the concern I mentioned earlier, the ETF flows are there, but the price has not risen as it would have been expected, and that's happening today. But yeah, we'll have to see if that holds. If this rejects again, we are in for further downside. But if it breaks out, we are going through a regime shift in the market, and after that we'll have to reanalyze the market and re-situate ourselves, because obviously we cannot follow this. This is too high a risk premium that it carries. The SL would be too big. So better suited trade is a rejection here, and then that we can follow. But chasing the price higher here is not really wise or suitable for us. Uh, we will be following what the situation comes in the next 1 hour or so. But I'm expecting it to not break out sharply here. Obviously, it depends on the what the indices are doing as well. So indices are somewhat supporting the long, but it's still in the range of that support area, and quite uh, in a downward trend. So we'll just have to see what it does. But for the moment, I think that there cannot be a long trade. So the possible scenario is a rejection, and then we can try to catch the short trade possibly in the coming hours. Thank you.